Howdy everyone, so on Wednesday, July 9th, I did some afternoon railfanning on the Battle subdivision. And in total I caught 9 trains, which is a decent day for me. Alright, let's get on with the trains. So the first spot I went to is at the Bloomington GO station, mile 28.7. And not long after I got there, along came CN A451. Coming into the Macmillan Yard in Concord is heading to North Bay. It was set by XCVX 3974, which actually has a Conrail logo graffiti on the side. And the engineer gave me a wave. And trailing second behind that is 3350, which was originally BNSF 4574. And that has 50 cars and 220 axles. And it was going to be meeting with 2 southbounds at Petfula, which will be coming up soon.
Hold your backpack in your hands and remain highly alert. Standing on the yellow line or using it to pass others can put you in immediate danger. High-speed trains can pass without warning, and the danger is real.
Pour votre sécurité et celle des personnes qui vous entourent, éloignez-vous bien de la ligne jaune du quai. Tenez votre sac à dos dans vos mains et restez très vigilant. Se tenir sur la ligne jaune ou l'utiliser pour dépasser les autres peut vous mettre en danger immédiat. Les trains à grande vitesse peuvent passer sans avertissement et le danger est réel.
CN detector, ALA 3-1. No alarms. Temperature 2-8. C. Total axle 2-2-0. Speed 4-2.
Alright everyone, sorry about this late introduction, but right now we are back at the Bloomington GO station you can see here. Mile 28.7 on the Battle subdivision. Haven't been here for a while, and the train that I caught is CN A451.
Northbound train to Bloomington is arriving shortly at Bloomington on platform 1 and is 10 coaches long. Stay well back from the yellow line.
Oh, we got a GO train coming. Perfect. The first GO train of the day. So yeah, all these trains are 10 cars long. And the Bloomington trains came out of Charter Station and they're heading to the Bloomington GO station. Then after that, they go out of service and then they do an equipment move to the layover yard by Bethesda Side Road. Anyways, here comes our first GO train. And make sure you give this video a really big thumbs up, and let's see what we will catch at Bloomington today. Some GO trains and some freight action. Right now, for CN signals are default, so we got nothing else coming for now. But for now, here comes our first GO train, so possible now. So my first GO train that I caught is GO 5323. It was set by 626, which the engineer decided to flash the red marker lights at me and give me a bell salute and a wave. And trailing it is cab car 356. Now here's a train departing, heading back to the layover yard with cab car 356 leading on GO E5323. And the engineer asked me if I wanted a horn salute from him. Did I accept the offer? Heck yes!
You want a little bit of whistle?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. You too, thank you.
Northbound train to Bloomington is arriving shortly at Bloomington on platform 1 and is 10 coaches long. Stay well back from the yellow line.
Now the next train by caught is GO 5325. It was set by 619, and trailing it is cab car 360. Now here is GO E5325 departing Bloomington with cab car 360 reading.
325, sweep is clear, verbal good to go. 9 go, I got a clear stop, 50 go.
As you can see, the weather has changed. There was a thunderstorm happening, but thankfully I was in one of the shelters, so I was dry LOL. But here to explain the next train is Carson, the CN, and Thea Railfanner. Take it away.
The next train that Telegram caught was GO 5127, headed from the Toronto Union Station to the Bloomington GO Station in Bloomington, Ontario. It is led by 625. And for the rear cab car is 253, a refurbished old cab car. And that is 10 passenger cars. And back to you, Tyler.
Thanks for doing that. And by the way, 253 is not refurbished. It actually got a new coat of paint. This is what 253 looks like before it went for a repaint. And to be honest, I like the old paint job better. Another reason that it's not refurbished because 253 still has the original headlights, original seats, the original bell, and the original horn. So they didn't touch anything, just the paint job. And by the way, the engineer gave me a horn salute when it was pulling in.
Bloomington on platform 1 and is 10 coaches long. Stay well back from the yellow line.
Votre train de 18h21 en direction du nord à destination de Bloomington arrive bientôt à Bloomington sur le quai est composé de 10 voitures. Reste bien loin de la ligne jaune.
Now here is GO E512070 departing Bloomington with 253 leading. And once again, the engineer give me another horn salute from 253.
'51 Richmond Hill northbound train to Bloomington is arriving shortly at Bloomington on platform 1 and is 10 coaches long. Stay well back from the yellow line.
Now here is GO 5327. It was said by 640, which the engineer give me a horn salute.
Clear to loaded. 2 Quaker.
And trailing it is Cab Car 317.
Afternoon, just looking for the work authority on Quaker Community Track. We got the 640, 649 north, over. Uh, 2 seconds, let me just stand by 2 seconds, please. No problem, standing by. Limited to clear at Quaker.
While if that GO train was stopped, along came CN M313. Coming to the Macmillan Yard in Concord is heading to Winnipeg. It was said by 3052, which the engineer give me a wave. And trailing second at 3885. A 100-year anniversary GFO. And that has 85 freight cars. And it was going to be stopping at Cedar to meet with CN Z112. Which will be coming up soon. And if you're enjoying this so far, then please make sure you give it a really big thumbs up. And just before 313 was about to end, GO E5327 departed Bloomington with Cab Car 317 leading. And once again, the engineer give me another horn salute. After that GO train went by, I decided to drive towards Pine Orchard to see if I could get these 2 southbounds because there was 2 southbounds coming. And while I was driving over St. John's Sidewalk crossing, I saw a headlight coming down the track. So I pulled over and filmed the southbound. And that being CN Z112. Coming out of Vancouver and is heading to Brampton to the motor terminal. It was said by XC React 3958 Railway, also said in K5HL horn. Trailing second is 2612. Only if that was leading. And for rear DPU, there was 2 more GFOs. XC React 2793 and 2849. And that has 174 rail cars. And like I mentioned, it was going to be meeting with CN M313 at Cedar. And by the way, for your interest, St. John's Side Road is located at mile 33.8 on the Battle Stop. I was in my car for the end because the rain started to pick up. After 112 went by, I drove to the McAllen Road crossing near Pine Orchard. Mile 38.38. And the next train that I caught there is CN M313. Coming to the 17-yard in Winnipeg and is heading to the Macmillan Yard in Concord. It was set by 2291, which is a DCG for the way, also setting Leslie RS3L horn. Trailing second is 8846, which is a SC70M-2. Trailing third is IC9615. A repainted GP38-2. And trailing fourth is 2691, a regular -9. And that has 78 freight cars and 334 axles. And it was going to be meeting with CN M313 at Pine Orchard. So the next final train that I caught is CN M313 once again. And this time I did a live stream. I was originally going to leave after 313. But half of the friendly neighborhood Railfan and the CN and CPKC Railfan decided to visit me. They saw the same trains as Zephyr. Now listen to the P5 from 3052. It sounds really awesome. Well everyone, I really hope you enjoyed all the trains I caught on the battle stop. All in all, I definitely caught some decent GO transit and CN action. That being said though, if you enjoyed all the trains I caught on the battle stop, then you know what to do. Please make sure you give it a really big thumbs up, and subscribe to more videos if you haven't already. That will really help me a lot. And go subscribe to Friendly Neighborhood Railfan and the CN and CPKC Railfan who showed up for the final train. If you want to check them out, they'll leave their links in the description when you have a chance. Anyways, until my next video, I will see you guys later. Peace out folks, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Have a wonderful day or evening, depends where you're watching this LOL. And I guess until my next Railfan video, I will see you guys later. Bye now, and that will be it for me.
Thank you.